Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.18. And today, I am starting a brand new project. So the last few episodes, I have been working on building a water village, which is right over here. Now, off camera, I did some work on the supports for all the buildings. I went ahead and chopped down all of my jungle trees and I built some supports. They're not all finished, but it's almost done. Also, I built this really cool new glass tunnel last episode. The villagers still have not used it. They're also not using it properly. This guy is walking on top of it. This is not how you're supposed to use the tunnel. It's there so you go through it. I don't know what's going on with the villagers. They find every way they possibly can to get outside of the fences. I've made this pretty much jump-proof, except for those blocks right there. But they still find a way of getting out, and I don't know how. Also, an iron golem is apparently spawned over there as well, which is pretty cool. But today, I am starting a brand new build, and it is going to be a mega farm. So I want to be able to get infinite food so that all the villagers will be fed. I don't have to worry about farming anymore. So I built a mega auto smelter down here in my basement, which is basically 3 furnaces put into one like large smelter. And this really isn't that big. It could be larger, but I ran out of space down here. But this farm is going to be outside. So we have the entire plains biome to build with. So off camera, I got a bunch of dirt out of my chest, and I'm going to be using this to make a very large farm. And this way, I don't have to worry about harvesting the little farm that I've got over there. I'll just have it like automated, where I'll have some dispensers that will flood the entire area. It'll wash all the seeds, all of the crops down to the bottom. And I'm also going to have a sorting system that will sort all the different crops. So we could have like wheat, we could have seeds, we could have potatoes, carrots, everything will all go in its very specific chest. Now I'm going to build it right here in the plains biome. And I'm going to start at the top of the hill here, and I'm going to work that way. So that way the water is going to flow downhill. I could actually just start here. I wanted to start like a little bit higher up, but it might be better just to start right here where this water's at. I don't have any of the dispensers or anything made, so I'm going to have to get that later. But I can at least start building the dirt. So the way I'm going to start this, I'm going to build a line of dirt all the way over here. And this is going to be the width of the farm. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to go all the way over to the other side. So I'm going to build this, and this is where all of the dispensers are going to be, which is going to be a lot of resources. It's going to take a lot to build this, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to have infinite food for the village. All the villagers are going to be happy. They're not going to have to work so hard because this will automatically harvest all of the food, and then we just need someone to bring it over, which will probably be me. So now that I've got this done, the next thing I need to do is build each section. So each section is going to be 10 blocks. Did you just eat my dirt? This pig just ate my dirt, really? Alright, well, this is going to go 10 blocks long, like this. This is going to be the first section. Then I'm going to have 1 block here, which is going to be the water area. So I'm going to have water that flows all the way down here that will wet the dirt on each side. So I'm now going to go another 10 blocks over here, and then we're going to have another gap, and then I need to go another 10 blocks. I just have to get rid of this dirt that's in the way. So now that this is done, we've got our dispensers, which are going to go on this block right here. We've got the 10 blocks of space where the crops are going to go. So each of these sections are going to be 7 blocks long, which is right here. And then I'm going to go another 7 blocks. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks right here. and the water should make its way all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to keep building 7 blocks out until I reach the bottom of the hill, which is somewhere over there. And that will be how long this farm is. Okay, so I have built the dirt all the way to the bottom, and you can see how large this farm is going to be. I don't even know if I've got enough dirt. I'm probably going to have to go back and get some more at the storage room, because I've only got like 1.5 stacks left of dirt, and there's a lot that I need to put down. This is just one section. How many different, I don't even remember how many sections I've got here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. We have 4 sections that go all the way over there. And this is all going to be full of wheat. Now, each one of these sections is going to be a different crop. So we're going to have wheat in one, potatoes in another, carrots in another. And then I could also do like beetroots, but I don't really need beetroots for anything. So I can just have like one of the other ones be like another carrot farm or another potato farm. Now, before I build this thing all the way down, I want to do a quick test with the water bucket to make sure that this will actually flow. It should. So if I've done this correctly, the water should keep flowing all the way down. And it looks like it's doing that. I obviously don't have the whole thing built at the moment, so it's not going to go all the way down. But all of these are 7 blocks long. So it should flow all the way to the bottom. And if I mess something up, then I'm going to have to rebuild the whole thing again. Okay, so I have just finished building the first section of the farm here. And here it is. It's just like a huge staircase of dirt. Now it's time to test this and see if I've actually built this correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this bucket down. And it should make its way all the way to the bottom. Oh, great. Oh, no. It poured out the side, which means I'm going to have to go through and fill in the edges. I didn't want to have to do the edges now. I wanted to wait until after I tested it. But it looks like I'm going to have to go through and do the edges. Now, I have a bunch of planks here that I wanted to use for the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the dirt that I've got here. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting in all of the wood. Because this is eventually what's going to get put in here. Now, I wanted to do this out of wood slabs. But I think having the actual wood block is going to be better. So that way, the items hopefully won't fly out of the side.
A few moments later.
Alright, so apparently while I'm trying to build my farm, the zombie apocalypse is right now trying to attack me. Can you guys just go somewhere else? Like, there's zombies all over the place. Get out of here. I should probably just go to bed so that all the mobs would stop spawning. But look at these guys. There's so many zombies. Where are you coming from? Get out of here. There we go. Is this the last one? This should be the last one. I just want to finish placing my wood down, and then I'm going to go to bed. Alright, so I got rid of all the mobs that want to try and ruin my day. So now, let's go ahead and release the water and see what happens. Here we go. Is it going to make it all the way to the bottom? I probably should have brought a boat with me so that I can ride down with it. I'll just run on the side here. But this is how it's going to work. Eventually, we're going to have water on every single block. But this is just a test to see if it makes it all the way down. And it looks like it is. We've got 2 more layers to go. And it's going to break all the flowers. And there we go. The water has successfully made it to the end. So, now that that's done, I just need to repeat this 3 more times. Okay, well, hopefully I have enough dirt. I know I don't have enough dirt. For the amount of dirt it took to just make this one, I don't have enough to make probably a second one of these without going to get more. So that means we're going to have to go find a place to go mine dirt. I'm not sure where I'm going to get dirt at, but I will find somewhere that has a lot of dirt. So before I go through and build the entire second section, really, it's raining again. Well, before I go through and build the entire second section, of the farm, I want to go through and fill in this bottom bit here for the water. Now, I'm not sure which block I'm going to use for this. It doesn't have to be dirt. It can be anything. I might use, like, stone, because I could actually use stone slabs at the bottom here, and that way I can save resources. So I'm going to go back to the house real quick, grab up a bunch of stone slabs, and fill in the bottom area here for where the water's going to be at. Okay, so I've just filled in this entire thing with stone slabs, and now the water bucket should be able to flow all the way down here and get to the bottom, and then that will wet the ground on the other side. Now, I don't think I have to fill this in with solid water. It should work with flowing water. Alright, so I've just finished filling in the dirt. So now that that's done, I need to make sure that it's on the right layer because this is going to be starting the second section. And it looks like it's all done. The next thing I need to do is I need to get a hoe and turn some of this into farmland so that I can actually test the water to make sure that it'll actually wet the ground. It should, but we got to test it because I don't want to rebuild this whole thing. Alright, so I've just made myself a diamond hoe here. I don't even know if this is strong enough to do the entire mega farm, but we're going to try it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour the water down. Oh, great, I forgot. When you have slabs, the water goes like inside the slab. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the water, and I'm going to run all the way down to the bottom and see if it makes it there. It should. If I break one of these blocks, there should be water. Yep, there is water. Alright, so that is a good sign. The water is making its way all the way down, and you can actually see it in the little holes here. So if I break this block right here at the end, this is where the water should stop. It's actually a little bit further back. So the water makes it all the way down. So that's one test done. The next test is, will it actually wet the ground over here? Oh, it is. So the water idea will work. The only problem is it won't do anything over here. This all just dries up. And if I go ahead and put a water bucket over on this side and hoe this ground, it's only going to do 4 blocks, which means this middle bit here is just going to dry up. You can see it slowly becoming wet, but it'll only go out 4 blocks. So these blocks right here in the middle are just going to turn back in the dirt, which is not good. So I have thought of a simpler idea that will work a lot better than putting the water on the side, and that is to put the water in the middle of each of these sections. So if I put the water down in the middle here and hoe the entire section, this entire section will become wet, and I can cover this with a slab. So if I grab like a wooden slab, or I could even use my stone slabs that I've got a bunch of, but I'm going to use wooden slabs because I think it looks a little bit nicer. And if I put that, the water's still there. You can see the ground is still getting wet, but the items won't get stuck in this gap. So when the water flows down, it'll just flow straight over here and keep going that way. So each one of these sections, I'm going to go ahead and put a water spot, probably right here is going to be a good spot for it. And that way we can cover this entire area, and I don't have to build a whole area on the side here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go and build the rest of the sections here. I've got all of my dirt here, and I'm going to see how far I can get. And then if I don't have enough, I'll have to go get some from somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and start building the next 3 sections of the farm here. I'm going to go ahead and start at the top and just start working my way down until I have all of these built. So I'll see you once the farm is built.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I have finished building all of the dirt for the mega farm here, and you can see how big this thing is. Now, I did actually run out of dirt, so I had to get some more dirt. But we're not going to talk about that. I at least have myself a brand new mega farm here. All I have to do now is get the water set up for this so that we can have farmland. And then I also have to hoe every single one of these layers. I also need to get some more oak wood so I can fill in these bits over here. Because this is where I was originally going to put the water, but it's not enough to reach the entire farm. So I'm not going to use water down the middle here anymore. I'm just going to fill this in with some oak logs, because this will keep the crops from flying out the side. The next thing I also have to do is set up the water, which I do have a bucket right here. So I can go ahead and release some more water. But it should make its way all the way to the bottom so I can harvest all of the crops that are in this area. So next episode, I'm going to continue working on the mega farm. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.